Hello, everybody, and welcome to a Thursday episode. Right? Yeah, it's Thursday, guys, of the Degenerate Estimators podcast. We have our lovely co-host Daniel in the building as well.
Hey guys.
Happy to be back. We did take like what 4 days off. Um, Slate's just been garbage, guys. Not gonna lie. It's just been a little busy and stuff, but we're back. March Madness does start today. Might make a play official on Instagram. I don't have anything for that today here. But before we get into stuff today, let's recap the past 4 days. Our last episode did feature 3 picks, and then I did give out 3 picks on Instagram since our last episode. So let's go over that really quick. So starting from that Saturday episode, we took the Warriors minus 6.5. Uh, Steph Curry missed a free throw at the end of that game, and then forget who it was, but someone hit a very just stupid three in garbage time. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered anyway because they were only up 6. So yeah, they didn't cover there. But I do wonder what the timeline would have been if Steph Curry made both those free throws. But we'll never know. Rockets first half minus 5.5. I don't even remember who they were playing. I think it was the Bulls. I think they were trailing at halftime, so pretty unfortunate loss there. But then the big play from Saturday, Capitals minus 1.5. We did only put 1.15 units on it on the episode, and the odds did jump to plus 100. And I was all over Instagram like, hear ye, guys, I'm putting another unit on it. We had 2.15 units on that, and it does hit. So love to see a good 2 units come back. And I think that's actually the first time on the show that I put uh, more than try to win multiple units and it actually hits. So good to see. Um, all right, so these are now the Instagram plays. We have Senators, Canadians, over 5.5 goals. We looked totally dead heading into that third period, and then I think the final score was 5-3, so easy cover there. And then yesterday's Instagram plays, we did take Jonas Valanciunas over 13.5 rebounds and assists, as Sabonis was out once again, and he got 15. Uh, he did clear that number with a lot of time left, so thanks, Jonas. And then Cavs minus 5.5 from that same game. The Cavs actually lost this game outright, which I was surprised. It looked like they were coming back. They were down 15, and they erased that pretty quickly, but they just couldn't hold on to the lead. I think they lost by 3 points. But yeah, so in total, since our last episode, including Instagram and the episode picks, we go 3-3, up 0.65 units. So win is a win. I'll take it. And then just a little update on the month. That moves us to 21, 21, and 1, and we're up 0.75 units. So
Hell yeah.
once again, right on the cusp. Could use a
We're
big day here.
even, baby. Woo.
But we got another 3 picks coming at you guys today, and I'll stop lollygagging, Daniel. Spit some knowledge.
Guys, it's a special day. Real special. Because I not only have one, but I have two NHL picks for you, alright?
God.
Starting off real hot. We are running back the Capitals minus 1.5. They're playing at home against the fucking Flyers. The Flyers fucking suck. It's like the Sharks of the East, if you really want to think about it that way. So far in this season, the Caps have beat them 4-1, 6-3, and 4-3 in their last 3 matchups, and this is their final matchup of the season. So, uh, not much to say here. Capitals are hot as fuck, and they've been hot all season. Flyers still rebuilding. They need some more time to get to that level. As far as stats goes, I'm sure you can guess the Caps beat them and everything. Um, yeah, literally every single stat, the Caps are winning. So as far as goaltending goes, Caps are still better. I mean, there's really not much to say here. As far as side bets go, we're gonna take Alex Ovechkin for over half a goal. Go number 8, and we will take Alexi Protas for a assist. Now for the second pick of the night. And this is an interesting one. We got the Jets at the Oilers, and we are taking the over 5.5. Now, in October, Winnipeg beat Edmonton at home 6-0, covering that spread, and yeah, essentially shutting them out. Hellebuck had a big night. As far as stats goes, I'm sure you can guess. The Jets beat them in all but one, which is face-off percentage. Um, I mean, I think this is a no-brainer. Both of these teams score a lot of goals pretty much every game. Um, and I don't know, that 6-0 really speaks for itself. I think the Oilers are going to put up more of a fight this time around. I do still think Winnipeg wins this game, but in total, they're probably most likely going to go over 5.5, which is why it's favored at 130. They're minus 130. As far as side bets go, we will take Kyle Connor for a goal. He's got 3 in his last 5. And we will take Connor McDavid for an assist. He's got 6 in his last 5. So, yeah, I mean, that's really all I have to say. I'm going to swing the rock over to Jordan for
Hey
some more
guys.
sports.
So like I said, the NBA slate tomorrow is really bad. So we're going back to our good old friend, the little teaser parlay. I really tried to get some good numbers here, and I'm just stumped. So we're going back to strategy. I haven't really had a bust out in a while. But first up on the teaser, we're looking at the Brooklyn Nets taking on the Pacers in Indiana. Um, can't lie to you guys, both of these teams are horrendous against the spread. I think the Pacers are actually even worse against the spread. Um, However, I do think the Nets here are just simply outgunned. They're going to be playing without Cam Johnson and Cam Thomas, who's actually shut down for the season. That was my first time seeing that today. Um, this is the second night of a back-to-back for Indiana, but they did just come off a pretty big win at home against Dallas yesterday, and they were actually down. That game came down to like the final seconds, but they did sit out Tyrese Halliburton in that game. So assuming he is coming back to play, which I can't see why not. I believe seeds 3 through 5 in the East are all very close at the moment. I think with the win tonight, Indiana takes a 1 game lead in that little spot, but I'm sure they'd love to expand on that. And he is going to be fresh coming back as he did sit out. So I'm hoping he can breathe some, a nice little second wind into the rest of this Indy team. Um, yeah, I think, like I said, without two very prominent scorers on the Nets, I think they're just outmanned here. However, the Pacers are laying 9 points, which I think is a little steep. Like I said, both of these teams are really bad against the spread. So I'm going to tease them down to -4.5 as far as I can go, unfortunately, on Hard Rock. But yeah, I think this is a good team for Indy, especially at home. They've been very good at home. I think they're like 22-9, something like that. Don't quote me on that. Actually, I could just look really quick. Never mind, ESPN is frozen. All right, but yeah, they've been significantly better at home. So I think they take it here against Brooklyn. Um, but every teaser parlay needs a dance partner, guys. We this is elementary school stuff here. So other game I'm looking at is the Raptors going to the Bay to take on the Warriors. Uh, exact same story here. Warriors have been on fire. Um, like I said, they didn't cover against New York. But, they still won that game, and they did pick up another big win against Milwaukee. So they're taking down some pretty solid teams. And I know Milwaukee they beat by 11, I think, which is pretty interesting to see. Um, on the Raptors side of things, though, we are seeing them without RJ Barrett, who's actually like very sneakily having a very good season. He's averaging 21.5 points, almost 22 points per game, and I believe 6 rebounds and about 5 assists, if my memory serves me correctly. So I think they're going to be missing, not just the scoring aspect, but just the facilitating aspect that he brings to the table. And I think the Raptors going to be out of whack. Same thing, just outgunned simply. The Warriors are laying 14.5 points, which I honestly don't mind at all. But just me personally, that is a little high. So I'm going to tease them down to -10 points, which I think shouldn't really have a problem with, I would hope, as long as everyone is playing. Same thing, still a very tight race in the West. I believe seeds 2 through 6 are all very close. And these easy games do matter, and I do think the Warriors go out there and destroy the Raptors, unfortunately. And that's gonna do it for it. That's gonna do it for me today, guys. Daniel, is there anything else you'd like to add? While you're thinking, I'll just say happy start of March Madness, everybody. Um,
Oh, yeah.
very excited. Um, unfortunately from betting aspect, I'm just not well versed enough in college ball. Um, One game I'm looking at though might make this official. If you guys didn't know this, Daniel's favorite, college player slash NBA player, Zach Edey.
My
If you
goat.
if you guys didn't know this last season, Purdue actually got bounced by a 16 seed in the first round last season. So
I did not know that. That's fucking
yeah,
crazy
so
though.
they are playing High Point University. They're laying 8 points. I might take it. I have to look more into it, but as far as other games go, Houston's laying 28.5 points. Why is the team that they're playing in the tournament, like, not to be mean or anything, and then Auburn's playing Alabama State. Auburn's laying
The
30
fuck?
32 points. Who wants to watch that? Like, I'm sorry. Like, I mean, I might look at the team totals for that game for like Houston and Auburn, but like I said, I'm gonna look more into it. We'll see how I'm feeling tomorrow. But yeah, that's all I have to add, Daniel. Is there anything else you wanted to share with the class?
We got another Dust Bowl tomorrow. We got the Ducks versus the Predators.
I think the Ducks take that.
Should be a good time. Do you think the Ducks take it?
They
I
just beat
mean,
Dallas, didn't they?
yeah, but like the Ducks are like actually, you know what? Funny enough, I think the Ducks are competing for a playoff spot in the West. They absolutely aren't, actually. They're 9 points behind. But
They were going into that Utah game, and then that really just
yeah, it
Actually,
just
I'm
started
correcting myself, guys. The Ducks actually lost in overtime to the Stars, but I remember they were leading for the majority of that game.
yeah. Another thing, the Sharks are out of playoff contention. Unfortunately,
Really?
Sharks fans all around the world put the Cup Parade on hold for at least another year. It will be yours very soon. But yeah, Dust Bowl tomorrow. Should be a fun game to watch. Should be very embarrassing for every player involved. But yeah, that's it. That's all I have.
All right, so I guess we'll swing things into the recap. Before I do that, like I said, might make a.
Wait. Montreal Canadiens have a wild card spot. Can you fucking
Oh
believe
yes,
it?
we they I like I said, we did bet on that game against the Senators. I thought the Senators win, but I did think that the Canadians would at least put up a few, but they beat them, and then New York lost to Calgary. So yeah, the Canadians do
New
have a
York is
spot.
1 point out of a playoff spot. Every New York fan I've ever met in my entire life is up in arms, yelling at every player on their bench.
I
I heard
honestly,
a guy saying they should trade Artemi Panarin, Zibanejad, Kreider,
they should
everybody.
trade Zibanejad to
Fire suck.
Alcatraz. That's just my opinion. Nothing in return, just send him there.
Yeah, future considerations. Maybe there's a good hockey player that ends up there, but
Yeah, who knows? But anyways, guys, without further ado, like I said, before I get into the recap, might make some plays official. The games are pretty early tomorrow. I think the first game is like 11:30 Eastern or something like that. So just keep an eye out. I'm gonna be up early tomorrow, so I'll maybe make a play. Who knows? I'll consult with my college expert in the morning. But in the recap, we have the NBA teaser of Pacers -4.5 and Warriors -10. Those two picks on Hard Rock give you a +107, so we'll put one flat unit on that. Um, Capitals -1.5. I believe they were sitting at even odds, or maybe +105, something like that. So another 1 unit flat on there. And then the Oilers and Jets game going over 5.5 goals for 1.3 units. It gives us 3.3 units in play, and hopefully we can actually make a sizable dent into the green, as we're only 0.75 units in there right now. But that's gonna do it for us today, fellas. We'll catch you in the next one.
shout out Satoshi Yamamoto.